Can everybody hear me pretty well? Thank you. All right. Thank you all for your patience as we move things over. We were trying to make sure we did a clean transition from the Black Farmers Market to this event, so thank you. Let's make some noise if you're excited to be here today. A little more noise. That felt a little weak to me. Thank you. Okay, I'm Simone Bullock-Dillahunt. I am a board member with Fertile Ground Food Cooperative. I'm joined on the stage by Amiri, so he wanted to come up here with me. But we are here today to reveal the location of our store. This has been over a decade in the making, and so we are really excited to share this moment with you all. We just finished up our member owner session, which we got to spend some time with our member owners, but we wanted to offer an opportunity for the public to also be a part of this process. And so I'm going to call up our wonderful board president, Ms. Arundel McClellan, to open us up and give some remarks, and then we'll go through our program.
Greetings, cooperators. God, you look so beautiful. Look at your neighbor. Hey, what's up? Looking all shiny. So we want to address the first issue of translation. So.
Hey everybody, I'm Nancy from Tilde Language Justice Co-op. I think you guys saw me inside. I just wanted to do a quick check-in again to see if anyone needs Spanish translation services, interpretation services. ¿Alguna persona aquí necesita interpretación al español? Mi nombre es Nancy de la Cooperativa de Justicia de Lenguaje Tilde para proveer servicios de interpretación. Anyone needs Spanish language services? Any hands? I think we're good.
Gracias. Say gracias. All right, friends. So my name is Arundel McClellan, and I'm currently the president of Fertile Ground Food Cooperative, which basically means I've been elected to be your president. That means I can be unelected. It also means any of you at any time can come to me if you have a challenge or you want us to do something different. I feel completely and totally accountable to you, all right? I'm excited to be here. Look at us. We're at our site announcement. Shake your hands and scream a little bit. We want to thank every single member owner of Fertile Ground. So if you're a member owner of Fertile Ground, raise your hand. Right, all of y'all, we want to thank every single one of you. We love you. You're important. You're brilliant. You're magnificent. We thank you. We want to thank every board member. We want to thank the Black Farmers Market for being such an amazing ally. We want to thank the YMCA. We're really excited to be here with you today. The main thing we're excited about is building the beloved community. Say that with me. Building the beloved community. Do you all believe that we need a beloved community? Do you feel like we need to be more connected? Do you feel like we need more love in the world? Take a deep breath. You feel that breath going through your body? We give thanks for that. That's what connects us together. We're all breathing the luscious air of the earth. Fertile Ground is an effort to start a community-owned grocery store and cultural center in Southeast Raleigh. And we incorporated in 2013. We began organizing and doing leadership sessions and learning sessions and all types of work to grow the cooperative spirit in our community. And today we stand in front of you excited about announcing our site. We want to ask the other members of the board to come on up with me now. Najamo, you be first. It took us a long time to get here. We worked very hard. We want to thank everybody who volunteered and supported us. And we want you to know that we're a part of a cooperative movement across the country where people are taking control of their own community assets. We believe that the ownership of this grocery store as an anchor in Southeast Raleigh will enable us to provide access to healthy, affordable food because we know food heals. Will enable us to provide access to dignified jobs because we believe in dignified work. Will allow us to have a community gathering space and educational center so that we can work together and learn more together about healthy food, about community organizing, about our assets, and build a solidarity economy in Southeast Raleigh that's going to change Raleigh and change the state of North Carolina. We thank every single one of you for coming out today. And I'm excited to ask a gentleman to come forward and share an announcement.
Good afternoon, everyone. So happy to see everybody out here today. I'm just as excited as you are. The site of our community-owned grocery store will be on Old Garner Road, adjacent to the J.D. Lewis Center, surrounded by Biltmore Hills and Rochester Heights communities. Does everybody know where that is? Raise your hands if you know where that is. Okay, very good. It is in our community, so remember that.
We are so grateful and proud that David West and J.D. Lewis LLC made the decision to partner with us in bringing a community-owned grocery store to Southeast Raleigh. David has a vision for Black community development and wellness and sees the Fertile Ground Food Co-op grocery store as part of a health campus that brings nutrition, exercise, physical therapy, and recreation to the community. They have donated to us the use of the land through a long-term ground lease. We want to thank member owner and former board member Calla Wright for introducing us to David West. We'd also like to thank the Landlords Project and Ed Hyatt for helping Fertile Ground and J.D. Lewis create a lease that works for all of us. She's not here right now, but we want to acknowledge the support of the Landlords Project, not only with us, but all the work they do around North Carolina in the South in maintaining and defending and protecting Black land. This is part of a developing ecosystem of Black landowners, cooperatives, progressive attorneys, and others fighting for Black food security and sovereignty and Black economic development. We're excited and hope you stay with us and help us build this project. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right. My name is William Dudley. I am here representing the J.D. Lewis Center. I'm an attorney that works with David West, and I've been a part of the growth of the J.D. Lewis site. We are excited about this opportunity to work with Fertile Ground. We have kept that piece of property vacant for some time now, as David's vision of an area where the community can gather, have healthy food, exercise, and just community wellness has taken shape. We look forward to being long-term partners with the Fertile Ground. We look forward to increasing our community and the offerings that are in our community, and we just look forward to working with you all for years to come. Thank you very much.
My name is Crystal Taylor. I'm one of the co-founders of the Black Farmers Market, and I serve as the Director of Agriculture and Farmer Relations. I just wanted to say congratulations to Fertile Ground, Aaron, and everyone. You work so diligently to support the community, and it's invaluable how far it goes for the farmers and the community to be able to support each other in this way. This is a complete blessing, and it's an honor to our ancestors. I'm a fourth generation farmer, so I can already hear my grandparents and my father and just people, that have made a path for me to know how important being in the dirt is. And so I'm grateful. Our farmers are grateful. Our community is grateful. So we are honored. Let's celebrate this. Make sure we tell everybody, if your friends are not members of Fertile Co-op, then they're not your friends. So make sure you continue to support the farmers market. Fertile Ground, thank you for everything that you do for us. I love you, Aaron. And make sure we continue to support our Black farmers and agriculture. If we know no farmers, no food.
Hey, how's everybody? Somebody said how sweet it is. I got engaged in this probably in the very beginning. I guess I consider myself an advisor. I'm about as excited. I'm tickled pink in terms of where we are at this particular point of time. I did want to say, I'm I'm an active member of the State Association of County Commissioners, and my last 2 roles in the last 2 years, I've served as the chair of the Agriculture Committee for the state of North Carolina, and also the Food Resilience and Security. So I know a little bit about these things. Oh, that's good. First of all, thank you so very much for inviting me. I'm really excited to be a part of this. As many of you know, I served on the Raleigh City Council 6 consecutive terms, and then I moved to the Wake County Board of Commissioners in 2010. And since that time, I established the Vulnerable Communities, Social and Economic Vitality. I follow the poor people and try to uplift them. That's been part of my work. The Economic Development Focus Area didn't get quite as far as I wanted it to for Southeast Raleigh. And so when I moved, I picked up another initiative. And I think the key is building wealth and aligning and so forth. And I think that this can be a tremendous example of us looking at a way that we can build on these opportunities and begin to strive. The Southeast Raleigh community, I think I would say I worked it from every level. It's been neglected over the years. And to me, this is an opportunity for hope and enlightenment to develop a model, some low-hanging fruit, some quick wins, and then we can build on that and create some tremendous collective impacts. Many people talk about a food desert. I say we got a money desert. That's one of the things that I would say. There's terminology all about food deserts and is it a natural phenomenon or not? It is not. It shouldn't be that way. And I think this is going to be a signal in terms of starting with new change. We know that the work is not easy. And we also know that when we are looking at the people in Southeast Raleigh, we've been abandoned in many cases, we've been ignored, we've been disenfranchised. But trouble doesn't last always, and this is an exciting period of time. During my time on the Southeast Raleigh Assembly, probably 8 or 10 years, we made a whole lot of progress. But I think this is something that's doable, and I think that it's going to be a catalyst, and we see a lot of great things that will happen with this area of food resilience, food insecurity, and the impact that it's having right now. So the Fertile Grounds Food Cooperative, I think, will serve certainly as the potential for a whole lot of other things to happen. And when I think about the issues affecting the poor, I think about the area of food, I think about the area of shelter, clothing, and security. And many of us are deficit of many of those things. So we're at the right place at the right time. Also, what is important to me is looking at Black-owned, Black-founded entities and those types of things. And this is, to me, a dream that's come true. And as I reflect on the progress that we made and how quick it vanished, the Southeast Raleigh Assembly, when sometimes there are changes made, it makes me even more committed. Relationships are very important. I was in this at the beginning when we started talking about fertile grounds, and these relationships are key to our success. Our Black farmers are working and involved, and they almost vanished. So that is so important that we get back involved and become a part of the means of production. During the community era, practically all of us were on the farm. I still own the farm down in the lower part of Sampson County. This announcement, as I said, it is exciting. I see great potential, and the more I have learned, we had a meeting of our work session just the other day. Catherine Williams, who heads up the Cooperative Extension Service, made that presentation, and I'm talking to her in terms of how we can work collectively in partnerships around how we can hopefully get more funding using the opera dollars and all those kinds of things. We have to dream. Also, I think that this is beyond just the item we were talking about. I think this creates and paves the way for hope and enlightenment for generation even yet imagine, especially when you think about our young people and the issue of hunger and right on down the line. This is special, and I truly believe that the Fertile Grounds Cooperative will help us to get some things rolling. We are deeply committed to this, and I have a little acronym I call IOU: involvement, ownership, and understanding. And I think these are the essential ingredients for our community, that we work together and we stay involved, we create ownership, and we have understanding. Food is also a communal type of thing, pulling us together. And the other thing I thought about in preparing these remarks about Jesus feeding the 5,000, multiplying the loaves and the fish. It shows us that can be precocious. It also shows us that when we come together and put our minds together, and not just a think tank, but a think-do tank, that's what we're gonna do. And the other thing is, someone said that synergy is something we need to work on. There's no question that we have to work together. And synergy, from my perspective, is that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And that's what we are going to do. Also, importance of the Wake County partnerships, and especially looking at the food insecurity plan. And one of the areas that we're going to still get some significant ARPA dollars and federal dollars that hope we can integrate into what we are doing to come up with a holistic outcome. Also, I think it's important that as we look at this, make sure that it's sustainable, and we have a regional hubs, and also we have a lot of other pieces that are already put together. I went back and I looked at the information that was shared, and your board of directors and those things, and you put all the ingredients together that are very, very important in terms of outcome, and especially looking at ways that we can help the least of these. Another important strategy from my perspective is to produce prescription and home delivery programs. And all of this is outlined, and it can be done. I think the right place at the right time. We know that food is medicine, and we know the lack of access to these things and what they do. And so Fertile Grounds, to me, is the hope that we have. And if we put our minds to it, we can do great things. Again, thank you for inviting me here today. And this is a landmark, and we can celebrate our successes, but let's not rest on our laurels. God bless you and keep you.
All right, I'm Andre Johnson from Andre Johnson Architects. We were ecstatic to be selected as a design partner for this project. So God bless you, thank you. So we have been working with Fertile Ground since they selected us in a collaborative way. We've had fun, and we've really worked together to create even where we are today in terms of the development of the site and the vision for the building. So I wanted to share with you what we call a design statement. It's like a guiding principle for us that helps us really bring out the ideas and helped us to create the tangible from the intangible. So our design statement for this project is the Fertile Ground Food Cooperative Community Grocery Store is meant to uplift and strengthen the community with connections to nature to foster a collaborative environment between the community, the members, and the natural environment. Born out of ideas of tradition, community, and culture will allow the design to focus on a forward-thinking and sustainable approach. The vision is to create a grocery store that is more than a grocery store. It is a community beacon that is brought to life through the connection to the community and achieved through collaboration of all of its members. And so that statement guides us as we continue to develop the building. And so we're just really excited to be a part of this. I'm actually a child of Southeast Raleigh. I still live in Southeast Raleigh, and I used to actually ride my bike up to Biltmore Hills. So very familiar with the whole area. And so I'm just really excited as a young kid to now be able, as an adult, to give back through this project to my community. So thank you, Fertile Ground, for selecting our firm, and we appreciate the opportunity. And we're just really excited about this. Thank you.
Well, we know it's been a long day, so we don't want to hold you too much longer, okay? But thank you all so much for being here. We really appreciate it. As you all know, we would be nothing without our members. Absolutely nothing. So give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you. And I just want to reiterate what we're trying to do here. Fertile Ground truly is an organization that believes everybody, specifically in the Southeast Raleigh community, but everybody deserves access to fresh foods in our community. And not only should they be fresh, but you should be able to afford the food that you want to eat and get fresh, affordable foods right next to you. And not only should it be fresh and affordable, but you should know where your food is coming from. And perhaps it comes from people that look like you, and it's sourced from people in your community as well. And you can walk into a store where you feel as though you are seen. It's your store, you built it. You see music you see art that feels like you, music that sounds like you. We want all of those things to be possible. And so as part of that, we're gonna be launching a very in-depth community input session. It'll be a series, and we'll send more information out via email and social media. So please be on the lookout for that. We want each of you to be very, very deeply involved in the creation of this store. As you know, we do not own this. A lot of people ask us, like, who owns the store? Like, who is gonna own the store? It's y'all. Y'all own the store. So we want you all to tell us what you want it to look like, what you want to be in it, how you want it to feel when you walk in the door. That matters to us. So we need you all to be involved in that process. And so there will be a couple meetings coming up, the first being next month. So be on the lookout for your email. We try to do a lot of different touch points. So we try to email you, call you, text you. The only thing left is to show up at your house, and we're not going to do that. So please be staying tuned to your email, your phone number, your text messages, all of those different things, and our social media so you can stay up to date. I'm going to pass it over to Aaron again to close us out.
All right, everybody. In closing us out, we just want to say thank you to everyone here. We also want to thank Aaron Martin in the back there. Raise your hand from our community engagement. We want to thank Brendan. He was right there. There he is, Brendan, for all of his work. We want to thank the DCAT board. We have some members that are actually the design and construction team, and they're a committee, and they're working with us as well, and all of the board members and all of you. And then the other thing that we want to say is that we need your help. We need your labor. We need your time. We need your brilliance. We need those ducats that you can afford to share. We need your help. And we believe that the power of this project is in every one of you, in your heart and in your work. The only way for us to build the power we need to change our community is together. So we invite you to come on out, volunteer, offer your services. It's about cooperative, all right? We're the ones we're waiting for. Asheo. Thank you very much. Have a great day.